especially with more immigrant Muslims coming here, and African Americans getting to know the immigrant Muslims more. And as a matter of fact, there are marriages going on between immigrant Muslims and African American Muslims. So the Muslim community is a multi-ethnic community, and to a certain extent, I think it reflects the future face of America, because America, as you know, is becoming less white Anglo-Saxon Protestant in terms of what it looks like physically, and is becoming more brown and more yellow. So there's a browning of America. Texas, for example, is predominantly brown. California is predominantly brown. Florida is becoming that way. And so that's what America is going to look like. And I think with Barack Obama and what he's doing, he's sending a very good message. I think it's very interesting that you could have a Christian, and I believe Obama is a Christian, but with a Muslim name. And at the same time, he can be mainstream and accepted by Americans, to the point where he just recently became the official candidate for the Democratic Party. So I think that with the election going on now and the things that's happening in our society, with the demographics shifting and changing, America now is starting to fulfill Thomas Jefferson's statement that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among them are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. And these are very, very exciting times to be an American in the society. I mean, growing up in Alabama, when apartheid or white supremacy was very strong, I know you grew up in a period of segregation in Arkansas and Jim Crow. I never thought I would live long enough to see America own up to its ideals, or measure up to its ideals in terms of its ideals of as a predominant Christian society and its ideals as a democratic society. And I think in the next generation or two, America is going to really become the America that Martin Luther King dreamed of in his famous "I Have a Dream" speech.
And so in a real sense, Islam has been very, very good for America.
Absolutely.
By depositing certain ideas, especially in reference to humanity in a real sense. Would that be correct?
Yeah, that'd be correct, because Islam is a religion for the whole of humanity. It has nothing to do with race, tribe, or gender. It is about bringing the whole of humanity into one beloved community, as Dr. King would call it. We call it the Ummah, which is the Arabic word for the same thing. But what Islam tries to do is tries to unite people, not divide people. It tries to get people to get beyond differences, and create a society of brotherhood and equality. I mean, that is the real message of Islam. Because when it came to Arabia in the 7th century, there was tribalism, there was slavery, there was feudalism. Islam abolished all of that, And the same thing it did in West Africa, because there was tribalism in West Africa, and Islam went there and united people. So Islam, if it's properly understood, it's a religion that was revealed to unite people across differences of color, language, and race. It's not a religion that was designed to separate people or divide people. It is a uniting force. And when you look through the Muslim world, you can see the people of Africa, Asia, and Europe coming together as one under the banner of Islam.
And of course, I think that you said at one time, over the last minute or so that we have here, that at one time the religion had been hijacked in the Middle East. Explain that in the last minute or so.
Well, I think the media has taken the worst among us in terms of Muslim, the people who are the suicide bombers, the people who are in fact the terrorists, and they've created this hysteria, this is what we call Islamophobia, or xenophobia, which is so very, very unfair to more than 1 billion people dispersed throughout the world. Islam has nothing to do with terrorism or violence. It's not that type of religion at all. In fact, the word Islam means peace. And Muslims are peacemakers, not peace breakers.
Very good. And of course, Dr. Al-Hadid, over the last half minute here that we have here, let me tell you how much we appreciate you bringing by that information dealing with this religion and the people that are involved with religion, because I think that what we need more than anything is a better understanding and the ability to be able to talk to people in reference to it. As long as we keep anything hidden, there's going to be misconceptions and misunderstandings in reference to it. And I think that you've done not only in this venue, but you've done quite a bit throughout your academic career, et cetera, in terms of trying to present to the world the this one. And I want you to know that we appreciate your efforts. And of course, let me encourage our audience to tune in again next week for another informative edition of Commerce. Thank you and good morning.